Hello, I am Jacob Hansen, Assistant Director of Health and Wellness. We believe families are equal partners with schools in supporting success for all students. From early childhood through adolescence, the support, guidance, and advocacy of parents and caregivers remains the most important influences on children's academic achievement and their future aspirations. Parents and caregivers know their children best. They hold the stories and information that help children grow and thrive. Making sure that parents and caregivers are knowledgeable about student expectations, school rules, disciplinary policies, and classroom procedures builds a shared commitment to developing children's character and conduct. With that being said, we are sharing a second code of character, conduct, and support slide deck with parents and caregivers. The slides were reviewed by students across all elementary schools in March at school-based community meetings. As we discussed in our last slide deck, the code supports our students to build their own agency and character and their ability to take ownership and responsibility for their behavior. The code supports our schools in creating a safety net of support for students in need of help socially, emotionally, behaviorally, and academically. It is grounded in equity with the continuous goal to ensure all of our students feel welcome and safe. In each of our communications to students, we begin with mindsets. Mindsets are the beliefs and ideas that guide our actions. As the adult role models in the schools, we are committed to strengthening our positive mindsets and, in turn, helping students to strengthen their mindsets as well. By having positive mindsets, we lay the foundation for developing students' social emotional competencies. Here in Framingham, we have adopted the learning and life competencies from Engaging Schools. To learn more about them, click the link in the SMORE. When explaining a complex idea like mindsets to elementary learners, we provided a video so students could see what positive mindsets look and sound like. As parents and caregivers, you can support our work to build mindsets by acknowledging when your child is showing a positive mindset and encouraging perseverance. Also embedded within our code is a set of rights and responsibilities for students, staff members, and parents and caregivers. The rights and responsibilities are interconnected. A right is a protection provided to each and every member of the school community. Responsibilities are our obligations to fulfill those rights through our own actions. In order to be active and involved partners in promoting a safe and supportive school environment, parents and caregivers must have a voice in the code of conduct, character, and support. The rights and responsibilities outlined apply to all families, regardless of legal status. If parents or caregivers have any questions about these rights and responsibilities or need support advocating for their child, they are encouraged to ask for help. Within the code, there is a section called Getting Help and Helping Others. We encourage all parents and caregivers to look at this section if they need help or have questions. Our code is based on the core concept of equity. During community meeting, students were taught the difference between getting what they need versus getting what they want. Through our social emotional learning curriculum, we consistently teach students about their right to be treated with respect and care and their responsibility to treat others with respect and care as well. As parents and caregivers, you can support us in reinforcing these critical rights and responsibilities with your children and helping us to ensure our schools are a place of respect and care for all. Lastly, students discuss the importance of attendance through the lens of rights and responsibilities. In upcoming community meetings, students will learn additional rights and responsibilities. We encourage parents and caregivers to look at the section of our code that addressed parent-caregiver rights and responsibilities. You can find the link to the code on the SMORE. Students engaged in rich discussion during our closing questions. Students made a plan of one step they could take to support the rights and responsibilities in their schools. Asking your child the questions in these slides will help build the school-to-home connection and send a clear message of partnership. We thank you for your continued support.